Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this cute card with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. You'll also find links for the products that I used. Just click those links and you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I'm using the balloon Festoon bundle, and you look at these and you don't have a clue how big these balloons are on the dies. Look at these things. You could cut a whole card from this, like a shape card, or make banners for decorating your house on a birthday. I used the 7, 6, and 5 balloons, so the 3 smallest ones for this. And it's got balloons here too. It's a lot of fun. I used basic white for my card base. It's actually the thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5. Scored at 4 1/4. An envelope, of course. I have a piece of basic white. This basic white is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have the hydrangea blue. Isn't that? The hydrangea hue is a little bit odd for me. It's 3 7/8 by 5/8. So it's just got a little tiny border on it. I've already cut the balloons from this pearlized specialty paper. I think you can see the glimmer. It almost looks like vellum, but it's cardstock. You can't see through it. And so I have all 5 of the new in colors. This is Crisp Cantaloupe, Barely Blush, Golden Glow, and this is the Hydrangea Hue, and Peaceful Pine. Love the colors. And I also have some of the Hydrangea Hue ribbon. They call this bordered ribbon. It's got really a pretty pattern in the middle. I'm also using a white gel pen from Stampin' Up. And I'm just going to put a little curved line on each of the balloons. There is actually a die that you could cut these out and adhere. I thought I would just draw on the white, just like a parenthesis here in the corner. And that just does take a minute or two to dry. On the inside of my card, I will go ahead and stamp Enjoy Your Day. I didn't tell you about my inks. I'm using the gray granite for the balloon strings, Golden Glow for the Enjoy Your Day, and Hydrangea Hue for this curly Q and the greeting, and I'm also using the Golden Glow for the stars. This is those new magnetic pads, and if you haven't seen them, they are, wait till you get your hands on them. They're magnetic. They are so easy to stamp with and open and close. They are a felt pad instead of the foam pad. You can stack them up like that and they stick on there. You can stack several of the pads together, and I guess when they're closed they stick together. Very easy to use. One of the things though is you're going to want to put your stickers on, but on the shelf you want to have the stickers showing. So let me show you how I do that. First of all, there is a piece here that you can pull up, and the labels are cut out. You can see them in real life, but I like to pull off the labels and fold it back so that the labels stay on here. It makes it easy to get those off. I have an awl that I like to pick this up with, but pull it off and use that to support. And you are going to want to put the label on the bottom edge. So that you can see what color it is. There are two that are in English. So I'm putting that on both sides, so no matter which way you put your stamp pad away, it will be visible. And then sometimes the French and the German are easy to transcribe or translate, I guess. This one not so much, but it does say gold, and I put that here so that when it's on the table open up, I can see what I'm working with. So when the stamp pads are here, it does have the ink upside down so that the ink is on the surface of the pad ready to go. So I'm going to do my stamping. Enjoy your day across the top of my card. And I'm going to stamp the stars on this piece. And I'm stamping mostly the right side. These will probably be covered up by my balloon. We'll say happy birthday. When you're stamping with the felt, you can use a little bit more pressure than you do with the foam, but not a lot. These are pretty easy to stamp with. And I'm getting beautiful coverage there. And I want this little swirly at the top. I'm going to leave room for my ribbon. So you can see that I can just pick up the top one and the bottom one comes with it. So they stack easily. Can't wait till all of our colors come with those. I want to stamp some strings down here at the bottom, and I'm not really worried about where they are going. Because my balloons will pretty much be covering these up. And I wanted to stamp a balloon on the inside. So I'll go ahead and put the string on. You can stamp with the balloon or the string first, whichever is easiest for you. I've heard of the technique I'm doing is walking, and I think of walking as going back and forth, but you just kind of tap across. I can go ahead and put this layer on my card front. So this has my standard 1/8 inch border around it. And before I put this on, I want to put my ribbon. So I just need a piece that's like a 1/2 inch on either side. On my directions I said 4 5/8, but I don't really measure it. This might be a little bit longer. I do prefer the tape runner, the Stamp and Seal for ribbon. Just wrapping it across between the top of my card. Actually, I think I want it a little higher than my little squigglies, so I'll move it up a little bit on this side. And I can put that on my card front. And again, this is a very narrow border. And I didn't tie this knot here. This is a separate knot that I'm just adding. Oh, I need to clean these scissors. They're a little bit dull. So I'm going to just tie a knot around this. And I think I said 4 inches, but I honestly rarely measure. I just want to make sure that there's enough for a knot. And so I leave the ribbon attached to the roll. And we'll put our balloons on. I'm starting with the largest balloon, the first cantaloupe one. And I want to put this up as high and to the left as I can go. So I'm going over the blue border. Then I've got my Barely Blush. I love that all of the in colors go nicely together. I think they're beautiful. So about a 1/2 inch or so below. And I'm putting my blue one up here. Peaceful Pine down a little bit further, and in this case I see that this string is matching up, so I'll just go directly there. And I'm going to use dimensionals on this last balloon. And I can match this up here too. And that's it. Pretty quick and easy card. Enjoy your day. I didn't decorate the envelope, but boy, that blue border would look beautiful here, wouldn't it? And there you go. Here's the web address where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. I also offer lots of resources on my website. Click Shop to see the online exclusives, clearance items, and the products I offer to make crafting more convenient. That includes a cardstock sampler for all the current Stampin' Up! Cardstock and samplers for the Stampin' Up! Cardstock going all the way back to 1997. Click Inspiration to scroll my projects. You'll find the directions and images all the way back to 2011. You may also want to check out the Basics button where I share about stamps, ink, and paper, card cutting, bases, and layers, and some of my favorite tools. Click Getting Organized to find lots of free resources like case inserts, labels for just about every product, catalog tabs, color tools, and much more. More organization means more time for crafting. Click Stamp Together if you're in Ventura County and come stamp at my house. You can also join my team if you're anywhere in the United States. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to my website so you don't miss a thing. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.